In the earlier class, we have derived Maxwell's equations from thermodynamic potentials, and using those Maxwell's equations, we have obtained Clapeyron latent heat equation, which gives the variation of melting and boiling points with respect to the pressure of the substance. Now, by using those Maxwell's equations, we can derive the relation between the specific heats of a gas. So, what are four Maxwell's equations? First one is dou S by dou V at constant T is equal to dou P by dou T at constant V. Another one is dou S by dou P is equal to dou V by dou T. This is at constant of T, and this is and this is at constant of pressure. This is minus. Similarly, dou T by dou P is equal to dou V by dou S, and another one is dou T by dou V at constant P is equal to dou P by dou S minus dou T by dou S at constant V. This is at constant entropy. So, these are the four thermodynamical equations which are known as Maxwell's equations. So, by using these equations, we have to find the relation between the specific heats of a gas at constant pressure and constant volume. So, find ratio of specific heats of gas. Now we know that for any gas, elastic bulk modulus E is equal to volume stress by bulk strain. Volume stress means change in pressure, bulk strain means dou V by V. When pressure is applied, volume of gas decreases, therefore change in volume is minus dV. Strain means change in volume by original volume. Strain, bulk strain, volume strain. This is volume strain. Volume stress by volume strain. Change in volume by original volume. As the volume of gas decreases on applying external pressure, therefore we are taking minus. That is equal to minus V dou P by dou V. Now, adiabatic bulk modulus. Adiabatic bulk modulus, because it takes place at a constant entropy, adiabatic process, therefore entropy is constant. Therefore, ES is equal to minus V dou P by dou V at constant entropy. Similarly, isothermal bulk modulus. It takes place at constant temperature, therefore minus dou V by dou P by dou V at a constant temperature. The ratio of isothermal bulk modulus the ratio of adiabatic bulk modulus to isothermal bulk modulus is called the ratio of specific, it's gamma. So, ratio of specific heats gamma is equal to adiabatic bulk modulus divided by isothermal bulk modulus. Adiabatic entropy divided by T. Therefore, gamma is equal to ES means minus V dou P by dou V at constant entropy minus V dou P by dou V at constant temperature. Therefore, this minus will get cancelled, that is equal to dou P by dou V at a constant S divided by dou P by dou V at a constant temperature. This gamma can be written as dou P by dou T into dou T by dou V entropy divided by dou P by dou S into dou S by dou V. Dou P by dou V can be written as dou P by dou T into dou T by dou V at constant entropy. Dou T gets cancelled. Again, dou P by dou V will remain. Similarly, here dou S will cancel. Dou P by dou V at constant temperature will remain. Now, from Maxwell's equations, take this as equation number 1. From Maxwell's equations, dou P by dou S dou P by dou T at constant entropy can be given as dou S by dou V at constant P from equation 3. Similarly, dou T by dou V at constant entropy is equal to minus dou P by dou S at constant V from 4. Similarly, dou P by dou S at constant T is equal to dou P by dou S at constant T is equal to minus dou T by dou V at constant P and dou S by dou V. This is from This equation is from 2, and finally dou S by dou V at a constant T is equal to dou P by dou T at a constant V from 1. Equation 1. Substitute in 1, gamma is equal to dou P by dou T at a constant entropy is equal to dou S by dou V at a constant P. Dou T by dou V is equal to minus dou P by dou S dou P by dou S minus dou T by dou V, and finally this is equal to dou S by dou V is equal to dou P by dou T at a constant V. So for all these equations you substitute this one. Now this is equal to dou V gets cancelled, minus minus will become 0, dou S by dou T at a constant P, this is equal to dou P gets cancelled, 1 by dou S by dou P at a constant V. Gamma is equal to multiply and divide with T but TDS is equal to dou Q divided by TDS is equal to dou Q at a constant V divided by D. This dou Q by, or in other way this is equal to the specific heat of gas at constant pressure, that is equal to Cp by Cv. Therefore gamma is equal to Cp by Cv, ratio of specific heats of any gas. So this is the derivation of the ratio of specific heats of two gases by using our Maxwell's thermodynamical relations. So we take all these 4 equations. First we define bulk modulus. Coefficient of bulk modulus, elasticity of gas is equal to volume stress by volume strain. Volume stress is nothing but the external pressure applied on the gas, that is equal to change in pressure divided by volumetric strain, change in volume by original volume dou V by dou V, dou V by V, change in volume by original volume will induce strain. When pressure is applied on the system, the volume of the gas decreases, therefore dou V is minus this thing. So taking this V minus, of course, minus V dou P by dou V. This is the coefficient of elasticity of any gas or liquid. Now, in the case of adiabatic process, the entropy remains constant. Therefore, adiabatic bulk modulus is equal to ES is equal to minus V dou P by dou V at constant entropy. Entropy constant here. Entropy constant in the case of adiabatic process. whereas isothermal bulk modulus, this is equal to temperature constant. Therefore, ratio of specific heats gamma is equal to adiabatic bulk modulus by isothermal bulk modulus. That is equal to ES by ET. Therefore, you substitute for this two, you get this one. So, here at constant entropy at constant temperature, you divide and multiply with the dou T here and dou S here. Dou P by dou T into dou T by dou V. Here, dou P by dou S into dou S by dou V. For these four parts, you substitute from these Maxwell's equations. Then, we obtain this one. This gets cancelled, PV. Therefore, these things gets cancelled, PV. This thing gets cancelled, and this thing gets cancelled. Therefore, dou S by dou T at constant P is equal to 1 by dou S by dou T, dou S by dou P, dou T, sorry, at a constant V. Now, multiply these equations, numerator and denominator, with a T. TdS at constant pressure will give Cp. TdS by dt at a constant volume is equal to Cv. Therefore, this will give us the ratio of specific heats of a gas. Now, having derived the relation between specific heats of a gas, that means the ratio of specific heats of a gas, Cp by Cv, is equal to R. We can apply Maxwell's equations in another situation to derive the difference of specific heats of a gas. So, we derive Cp minus Cv is equal to R using Maxwell's equations. So, specific heat at constant pressure. The quantity of heat required to raise temperature of 1 mole of gas through 1 degree centigrade is called the specific heat of gas at a constant pressure. 1 degree centigrade at a constant pressure. Therefore, Cp is equal to dou Q by dou T at constant pressure, but dou Q is equal to TdS that is the expression for the specific heat of gas at a constant pressure. Similarly, the specific heat of gas at a constant volume can be defined as the ratio of the quantity of heat required to rise the quantity of heat required to raise temperature of 1 mole of gas through 1 degree centigrade at constant volume is called specific heat at constant volume. Cv is equal to dou Q by dou T at constant V, T dou S by dou T at constant V. Now we have to find this one. Writing entropy as function of temperature T and volume V, ds is equal to dou S by dou T at constant volume into dt plus dou S by dou V into dou V at constant T. So dou S by dou T, volume temperature constant, therefore pressure is constant. Dou S by dou T at constant P is equal to dou S by dou T at constant V plus dou S by dou V at constant T, dou V by dou T at constant P. Now multiply with T. T dou S by dou T at constant P is equal to T dou S by dou T at constant V plus T dou S by dou V at constant T, dou V by dou T at constant P. T dou S by dou T at constant P is equal to Cp, that is equal to, this is Cv, equation 1, this is equation 2, from 1 and 2, plus T dou S by dou V at constant T into dou V by dou T at constant P. Cp minus Cv is equal to T dou S by dou V at constant T into dou V by dou T at constant. Now, for 1 mole of ideal gas, PV is equal to RT. From this one, 1 minute. For dou S by dou V, we have to substitute. We have to substitute for dou S by dou V. From Maxwell's equations, dou S by dou V at constant temperature is equal to dou P by dou T at constant V, first equation. Therefore, Cp minus Cv is equal to T dou P by dou T at constant V, dou V by dou T at constant P. For 1 mole of ideal gas, this is equation number 3. For 1 mole of ideal gas, PV is equal to RP. Dou P by dou T at constant V is equal to dou P by dou T is equal to R by V. Dou P by dou T is equal to R by V. Similarly, and dou V by dou T at constant P is equal to R by P. Substitute in 3. Therefore, Cp minus Cv is equal to T R by V R by P. But PV is equal to RT. PV is equal to RT. RVP is equal to RT. Therefore, Cp minus Cv is equal to T R into R divided by RT. These two gets cancelled. Therefore, Cp minus Cv is equal to R. This is the difference of two specific heats of any gas. Now, in equation 3, from equation 3, take this one. This one. For all gases, when the pressure is increased, temperature of gas also increases. Therefore, dou P by dou T is positive. So, Cp minus Cv is equal to positive. Or, in the other way, specific heat at constant pressure is always greater than specific heat at constant volume. Similarly, for water, at absolute zero, T is equal to 0, Cp minus Cv is equal to 0. So, Cp is equal to Cv for all gases. For all gases, specific heat at constant pressure is equal to the specific heat at constant volume for all gases. Similarly, for water, at 4 degrees centigrade, volume becomes maximum volume is minimum, and dou V by dou T is equal to 0. So Cp minus Cv is equal to 0 from this equation. Dou V by dou T is equal to 0. Therefore, Cp minus Cv is equal to 0. This implies this will give Cp is equal to C. Therefore, if we take water at 4 degrees centigrade, the specific heat of water at constant pressure is equal to the specific heat of water at constant volume. So these are the significant points regarding the difference of specific heats of gas. So once again I will repeat. Definition of specific heating: the quantity of heat required to rise the temperature of 1 mole of gas is called specific heat. If heat is supplied at constant pressure, then it is called as specific heat at constant pressure. If the heat is supplied to increase the temperature at constant volume, then it is called specific heat at constant volume. Therefore, Cp can be given as dou Q by dou T at constant P, dou T dou S by dou T at constant P. Similarly, Cv is equal to dou Q by dou T, T dou S by dou T at constant volume. Now, we are taking entropy as a function of volume and temperature. Therefore, change in entropy can be written as dou S by dou T at constant into dt, dou S by dou V into dt. This divide this equation by dt, dou S by dou T at constant pressure is equal to dt and dt gets cancelled out. Dou S by dou T will remain. This gets cancelled out, and this one dou V by dou T will remain. We are dividing. Divide with dou T. This equation will be multiply with the T. T dou S by dou T at constant P is equal to T dou S by dou T at constant V plus this thing. This is equal to specific heat at constant pressure from equation 1. This is equal to specific heat of gas at constant volume, Cv, that is equal to this one. And we are writing in this manner. Substitute for dou S by dou V is equal to dou V by dou T from Maxwell's first equation. Therefore, we obtain like this. For 1 mole of ideal gas, PV is equal to RT, dou P by dou T is equal to R by V, and dou V by dou T is equal to R by P. Substitute these things, and finally we arrive to a conclusion that Cp minus Cv is equal to R. So that is the relation between specific heats of gas at constant pressure and at constant volume. So you have to, this is in the exam point of view, this is very important one. In the exam point of view, this is very important one. You are supposed to write all these things if it is given in the exam. Now, in our next class, again, we derive Joule-Thomson coefficient by using this Maxwell's equations. And we can have another last derivation by using these equations.